Let's face it, some of us learned so well how to laugh when we were hurting that people stopped noticing our hurt at all. We played it off. We acted like it was funny. We laughed. Some of us, our funniest moments are based out of the biggest pain and hurts. And we've laughed at them, we've joked about them, we've brushed them off to the point where we've convinced even ourselves, but especially the world, that it's just a joke. It's just funny. I actually saw yesterday a very interesting and painful little video short, and it made me think of this. And it was basically a couple that were, they were like, okay, we're going to write down our real truths, and then we're going to read each other's thing. The guy was being really serious, and the girl was too, but his stuff was so much deeper. Um, and it came down to the last one, and her last truth was, I've known for a really long time that you've got something very painful going on in your life. And I want you to know that I'm here for you. And, of course, it was deeply, it was really cute and it was really romantic and stuff. But most of the time, let's be real, we're not really seen on that level. We don't feel it, at least. It's easy to go through months, years, decades of your life and feel completely unseen. And most of the time, it isn't because people don't care, it's because we don't let them in. Life has taught us that it's just not safe enough to let the real you really show. Because if you did, if you shared you with the world, people wouldn't like it. It's interesting. And I've shared this on a couple of interviews I've done. I don't know if I've shared it here or not, but after 11 and a half years of doing the radio show, there's one truth that potentially rings truer over all of them, of the really amazingly, incredibly gotten a lot of things accomplished in the world people that I've gotten a chance to interview. People that have been on the Oprah show and stuff like that, that on the show they've admitted to me that they came to that moment where they really knew they should share something, but they were absolutely positively convinced that if they did, nobody would like them. I understand totally how that feels because I've been in that place, especially this last month or two. Because I've just been being real and raw with you and just sharing my stuff, putting the music out some, and, just doing those kind of things and just totally being me. And they would all say, it's like I knew that as soon as I brought it out, that would be it. That would be the end of my career. The truth of the matter is, that was the turning point. That was the breakthrough. That was when they went from breaking and going through to actually being broken through. That made all the difference. The world isn't waiting and looking for your perfect. There's enough people pretending that they're perfect and they're, the it. What the world needs is you. The raw, real, true, and yeah, keep the humor. Be able to laugh at the pains and see them, but also take the moment to be able to say, that's absolutely hilarious, but it was also really painful. To be able to look at the camera like I'm doing right now and say, it's funny for me to say that I was a zombie, the walking dead, walking around truly actually dead inside, without the politeness to lay down and die. And what I've found is that grace and mercy and love and the voice inside of me, the reflection of that really cool 18-year-old kid that was so ready for the world, still is there inside of the 59-year-old man. And that there is still so much more to share with the world. And I can have humor and be funny and sing rock music and do all those kind of things. And I also can be raw and real with you and tell you I know what it's like to laugh through your pain, to laugh at your own pain and minimize it. But I also want you to know you are important and you are seen. So, my question for you today is what's something that you joke about that's probably much more true than you want people to know? And what would happen if you just shared it and you just said, hey, it's actually true? I'd love to hear from you. Feel free to comment. I'm here for you. I want you to be happy, to feel safe, to be warmly loved. That on our Memorial Day, as we celebrate this holiday, and we kick off what I heard today as being called the beginning of the 250-year anniversary for our country, those of you that live in the US, celebrate you too. And let today be a day of victory in your life. I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks for joining me. I'll be back again tomorrow, and I hope you'll be here too. Until then, have a great week.